As we now head to the final day, it also becomes extremely important for all the officials out here to carry on the excellent work that they've done over the last 4 days. We once again got with us Jamaluddin Mahmood, the gentleman from that wonderful country, Malaysia, and particularly the capital, Kuala Lumpur. And we are going to ask him to explain to us what stage 4 is all about.
Okay, when you see the stage 4, it will be around Pune district. We finish in GM Road in the city center. So this is a very important stage for the riders, for everybody. And then especially the police commitment. They have to block all the traffic and everything. So it's not easy. But I can salute to police department and others to support the security of the race, of the road, and then all the work that been done by the PWD. So this is one thing that the joint force of the government sector to be and to make the race a good one. And you can see, we go everywhere, every part of the city, and with the very, what you call, mixed road. So this is one thing that also another thing the people support. They come out today to cheers up the riders and also to make them smile. So you see, in the city center, it's not easy.
As a race director, we've seen various surfaces that we went through. There were mountains, there were elevations. Today it's going to be an absolutely flat surface. You think someone will go in with an advantage?
Some of the rider will be, let's say, we can say that they are very carefully, because it's not easy. If anything happen, crash or anything, they will lose the jersey. So they will go carefully, and maybe 20 kilometer or 30 kilometer to the finish, they will start to fight. But we are not forget about another riders who not wearing the jersey but trying to take the stage winner. So they also fight themselves to be the best for this stage.
Well, there you are. I've got the entire cavalcade just behind me. The stage is set here on the final day of this wonderful event. Well, along with the officials, along with the police, along with the municipal corporation and the collectorate, there is a department which plays such an important role in sports as well. And they do a wonderful job keeping all of us safe. And that's the fire department. We got with us Mr. Ingavle, who's the fire officer out here. ये बताओ कि आपके डिपार्टमेंट में ये इस स्पोर्ट्स का क्या रोल है?
सर, हमारा ये फायर फाइटर्स का इतना रोल है कि इमरजेंसी जो है वो हमने काम किया है। जहाँ पे वो गाड़ी जैसे एंड पॉइंट है वहाँ पे स्प्रिंकलर सिस्टम लगा दिया है, जो कि फॉग टाइप लगा दिया है कि जो पर्सन साइकिल पे जा रहे हैं और फर्स्ट नंबर पे आ रहे हैं और थके हुए हैं उनके ऊपर स्प्रे करना है और उनको कूलिंग करना है। ये काम किया है हमने।
तो ये बताओ कि इसके अलावा आप तो बाकी के 365 दिन सिटी का ध्यान रखते हैं, लोगों का ध्यान रखते हैं, ये देखते हैं कि सारी बिल्डिंग्स दुकानें सेफ होती हैं, गाड़ी भी रास्ते पे कभी आग लग जाती है, खुदा ना करे, उसको संभालते हैं आप, जल्दी पहुंच जाते हैं आपके फायर टेंडर्स के साथ। इस स्पॉट में यहाँ पर ऐसे कुछ आपकी कार्रवाई होती है?
यस सर, हमारा बहुत ही काम योगदान रहता है। जहाँ पे आग लगना है वहाँ पे हम इमरजेंसी पे 2 मिनट पे अंदर पहुँच जाते हैं, या जाके वहाँ की नुकसान ना हो जाए, ज़्यादा बड़ी बड़ी मात्रा पे कुछ हो ना जाए, ये करके हम संभावना करके हम फायर फाइटर्स इतना संभाल लेते हैं सर।
Well, I'll tell you, he mentioned about the water cannon salute, and that water cannon salute is normally given to aircrafts when they land. The first time an aircraft lands at a new airport, the water cannon salute is given by the fire brigade. If a aircraft is decommissioned, then the water cannon salute is given. And here at this event, over 5 days, they will give the water cannon salute to the first of the rider who comes after every stage. Well, if you ever go to England or if you're a football fan, there are two Manchesters. One Manchester City and of course the other great Manchester United. I'm a Liverpool fan, but it doesn't really matter because we're going to talk of cycling out here and not football. Graham is one of the team part of the broadcasters out here in this event in Pune. Graham, your experience, you've done the Tour de France so many times, gets me goosebumps when you talk of the Tour de France. Your experience here in Pune.
Oh, it's been fantastic. I first heard about the Pune race a few months ago when it was made, when they did the launch, and I was surprised to say, "Oh, that's great," because the Asian calendar, the Asian cycling scene needs some events back. So to see it launched, and then to see the level of organisation and and the level of competition is really blown me away. It's really fantastic.
Ram, 168 riders starting off, 35 nations, 28 teams. That's phenomenal, isn't it?
It is. It's very rare that you get a big field outside the big Grand Tours, Tour de France, Giro d'Italia, the Vuelta. You rarely get that amount of riders, so it's good to see. And it's been all action-packed because a lot of the race has been quite small roads, so it's really been good. Fortunately, we've had very few accidents. One the first day, but that's just bicycle racing. But otherwise, it's been fantastic.
The first time that this event has come not only to India but to Pune, which is known as the bicycle capital of the country. It's also known as the sports capital of the country. So much of history, which I'm sure you've known over the last 5 days. How do you think this will pan out for the future as far as cycling is concerned in India?
Well, I'm hoping it's a kickstarter for not just to Pune Grand Tour, but also maybe some other events around India in the future. It would be great. The level of organisation and the funding and the crowd interest. The thing, if I had to take one thing away from this race, is the crowds.
You know, we've been talking to a gentleman, I'm repeating, who's taken part in the Tour de France, the famous Tour de France. It's the dream of every child to go and watch, forget taking part. And Graham's words of wisdom, I'm sure, will be echoed far and wide in this country. You know, you talk of the city of London, and I can talk of history. Houses of Parliament, Buckingham Palace, there's no end to it. And when you land at Heathrow, the first thing you are looking at is either going to Wimbledon or to Lord's Cricket Ground, and then of course the famous football grounds outside of London. We're going to talk of none of these, no history, no cricket, no football, but only cycling. We got with us Ned Bolting out here. Ned, 5 days in this wonderful city. Are you going to go back with plenty of great experiences?
It's been overwhelming. I leave tomorrow. I don't want to go. Honestly, I'm looking forward to coming back next year if it all happens again, which I hope it does. It's been a fantastic experience, yeah.
You've been a television commentator now for many, many years. How do you look at the first tour ever coming to this country and this city?
I mean, it's been overwhelmingly impressive. I didn't know what to expect, I'll be honest. It's been a mystery to me for a long time why India, up to this point in history, has underperformed in cycling so much. You know, 1.4 billion people, and you've only ever had one professional. You know, I think this is the start of a big change. And to get a race of this complexity and this ambition started in the timescale that the organisation has done is absolutely extraordinary. I genuinely, in 120 years of history of road racing, which is mostly a European sport, there has never been a bike race that has resurfaced and re-tarmacked and sometimes made from scratch 470 kilometres of road before. That is mind-blowing.
Well, he will never forget that forever. He's been there 23 times at the famous Tour de France, which I, as a child, grew up following. and he said some wonderful things, some wonderful advice for the cyclists of this nation. Pleasure talking to you.
Sorry about the
Please,
grey hair.
and please keep on coming to this country.
Will do, thank you.
Well, he's traveled virtually the globe, born in Kuwait, then coming to India, various cities, going to the US to one of the finest institutions, Purdue, which people dream of going, and then finally coming here. Now, he's not seen all of that on a cycle those days, but he now continues to see all of that on the wonderful bicycle. Naveen John is here with us. He's a member of the crack Indian team, and I'm going to call them crack because 10 years from now, when I still commentate, I'm still going to be looking at India up there on the ladder. Naveen, you travel the world. How did cycling come to you? Was it the stint in the various countries?
I'm like the least athletic person you can ever imagine. If you saw me up to my 10th, 12th grade, almost 100 kilos when I got into college. Big time nerd, quiz nerd, and into little competitions, everything but sport, right? Stamp collecting, coin collecting. College, I sort of, met some people, flipped a switch in my head, started to eat healthier, riding for fun, really, but then got into collegiate cycling in the US, which is like this really low pressure environment to get into this sport. Absolutely fell in love with it. Started watching the races, the pro races that were happening in Europe in college. Slowly started, moving up the ranks in collegiate racing. And then a friend of mine joked, hey, would it be funny if I went back to India and won a national title? That kind of stuck in my head. In 2012, I came back to India. 2 years later, won my first national title in 2014. And here I am now about 10, 12 years later. Yeah.
Not many people talk about that, but since you mentioned the collegiate system in the US, Vikas Gowda, who settled down there, then you got Tejaswin Shankar, University of Kansas, two names which come to mind, and there's so many others. You think that sort of a system would do well for in India and related to sports?
It's a pathway, right? I mean, in sport, I think there's so many pathways that athletes can take to get to the top level. I think, you mentioned NCAA athletes, Indians competing there, going to college, getting a top level degree while competing on top level, professional teams. I think that's definitely a legitimate pathway. I've got an athlete I coach from Rajasthan, junior 3-4 time national champion, who's actually in Marion University, a really well-known cycling university. And I think that's going to be one of the pathways. Definitely not the pathway, but definitely a legitimate path that athletes in India can look to follow, if they want to balance high-level education and top-level sporting.
What would be your advice to the youth of this nation?
I mean, the haircut, when I came back to India in 2012, I cut my hair the day before I boarded the plane to come back to win my first national title. And I told myself that I'm not going to let my hair grow out till the day I retire from the sport. So, it's my way of sort of living a stoic life, committing to the sport fully. To young athletes, that's my advice. Just go head on, just commit, give it everything. Throw all the financial resources you have behind it. Don't waste money on iPhones. Invest in a coach. Don't waste money on, an Apple Watch, spend it on a palm eater, invest back, put every cent you earn from the sport, put it back in so that you can move forward, accelerate your development, because time in sport is short and you've got to make the most of it while you can.
Well, give everything to what you do. It's not only sport as he means, it's everything in life. And I think that mantra is something which I'm also going to learn from here on after 50 years of commentating. Naveen, please convey our gratitude to your fraternity, the cycling fraternity. And as I said, 10 years from now, I'll still be around to have a live commentary on your event.
Thank you. I mean, to everyone, Punekars out here supporting, and social media has made this so accessible. People across India, keep cheering. Kids who are watching this, believe in yourselves. Ride lots. That's what I tell everyone. 20,000 kilometers a year. Ride your bike. And I think our future Tour de France starter might be someone watching the live telecast, you know.
So after 5 days of a forensic activity, starting on the 19th of January 2026, we are now about to embark on one more historic occasion, and that's the final day of the Pune Tour 2026. It's all stature. In fact, we have something very unique here at the Shiv Chhatrapati Sports Complex at Balewadi, just outside the city of Pune, near Wakad. And the dignitaries will flag off the event, will be some of the known names as far as Maharashtra and India are concerned. We've got with us the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Ajit Dada Pawar. Along with him is the Union Minister for Sports, Raksha Kharse, and then Amir Khan, the actor producer, and a host of dignitaries. As here we are, the fourth and the final stage of the Pune Grand Tour, which has placed Pune district on the global cycling map. The flags are all up there. The flags are all up there. The Deputy CM out here, Ajit Dada Pawar, along with Miss Kharse, Amir Khan, and a host of other dignitaries. The roar of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj ki jai, and of course Bharat Mata ki jai, all in the air. The countdown now, down from 10. The crowd is up there with that countdown. Down to 5, 3 now, 2 now, 1, and there they set off. There they set off on this final journey from the Shiv Chhatrapati Sports Complex here at Balewadi. 94 kilometers, and they'll finish off at the Bal Gandharva Theatre in the heart of the city. We're talking to Luke Mudwe, who's been the overall big boss out here in the first edition. Luke, very quickly, I know the entire media is waiting for you. At the end of 5 days, you must be a tired man.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired, but I'm very happy, very excited. It's been a great few days. The people here have made this such an amazing amazing race and such an amazing experience for me. And yeah, I hope I inspired a few people. I hope I entertained a few people, and yeah, I'd love to come back next year.
What do you do every night when you go to bed and then in the morning that you seem to be taking the jerseys every day?
I give my wife a call. I just try to stay focused. I don't try to think too much about the race or anything like that, and just try and have a normal routine. But yeah, it has been incredible. I've had a lot of messages from the Indian people that have come to watch, and I've read every single one of them. I've read all the comments, and yeah, it's been amazing to have all the support from all the people here.
You won awards aplenty. Where would you rate this and why?
Definitely one of the tops, just because of the atmosphere, and the race organization, the race that they put on for us has been absolutely incredible. Yeah, I've never felt this much support before, so for me, or this much attention. So for me, this has been absolutely incredible. I've loved the experience, and yeah, it's been great.
And finally, a great team, LNS.
Yeah, this team's been incredible. They've helped me so much over the last 3 years. We've won a lot of races last year, and then we've started this season winning 4 races in a row. And we've done that with 3 different riders. So it's been absolutely incredible. I love this team, and yeah, we're going to keep going.
Well, the media is waiting out here, so we all like say we'll watch him in Tour de France in some years from now. Well, while the selfies will continue out here, we have got with us a boy who seems to be making it a habit every day. Harsha, you've been winning consistently. Did you talk to your mother today?
For sure. She is my big motivation, so I have to talk to her, and I've been very lucky that she's been supporting me in the sport, so I feel very lucky and blessed.
Today was a big day, was it? Was it for you?
So my main goal was just to retain the jersey and play it safe, because I have another competitions in 1 week, so I need to be careful with that too.
You know, how do you look at the team? When you go there, it's camaraderie. But when you go out there in the center, it's a lot of rivalry, isn't it?
Yes, definitely. It's really hard to have placing in the race. So because all the riders are really strong, and it takes a lot of energy to save that space in the race. So it is really hard. Every rider keeps on fighting to take the position. Yeah, but I try to play it safe today, because all I had to do is just finish the race and retain the place. That's it.
You know, when you look at the development team, so much to learn for them from you all.
Yes, so Manav Sarda did a very good job, because he was under 23, so this is his first elite competition, and he is definitely doing really good. And youngster are also very motivated, because Manav Sarda did it in the stage 2. So definitely it's a positive point, and he gave me another chance to for me to push me beyond the limit. So I did it in 3rd stage and took the jersey back. It was a hard stage. My legs are still tired, but yes, I gave it a go, and I was successful for that.
And you quickly, learnings from this these 5 days.
Yes, it's a big learning. Really good experience in the race. I think this was very important to conduct this kind of international event. Definitely, we can have a bright cycling future in India.
Well, I can tell you something. The moment this is over, the selfies are over, the first thing that he's going to do is call his mother back home.